All right, welcome back, y'all. Welcome to episode, I don't know what the hell it is.
17.
17, thank you.
Sorry, Raven keeping up.
18 now.
18. I see, you got me
18,
tripping
18.
over here. Of the Lunchroom podcast, I am your boy, Dapper Dan. Across from me is my guy, Fritz. Next to him is my guy, Ray, a.k.a. the movie guy. As usual, Fredo behind the camera. And, yeah, what's up, y'all?
I am high as shit today. Very, very high.
I'm happy to be here.
Happy to be. Well, with that being said, it feels like we were just here. I'm not gonna lie to you.
It
The
does.
last one, this is why we're recording on a Friday and then recording on like a Wednesday kind of match. And also, it just hasn't been much going on like outside.
It's been hot.
I mean,
We
besides
in the
that,
middle of a heat wave.
Nah, bro. Like has been just a continuous heat wave since June has hit. Like,
nah, I mean, it wasn't. This is like,
this is
relentless. This is like you step outside and it's like, damn.
immediate.
It's that three shower
bro.
weather.
3 showers. Like,
I'm only taking 2.
I mean, I was happy going to 2.
And I'm being real like lenient on the 2.
Nigga said really.
The second one's a bird bath. You just getting the most important parts.
Maybe my face. For me, I wash my face.
You're getting
Nigga said my face.
make sure I'm behind the ears.
Yup.
But let's get into something. You know what? I want to start here. Actually, I want to start with what I hate, because
Okay,
we always throw it in at the end. Like, oh wait, like let's give it its proper time. You know what I'm saying? So Ray said he did want to start. So what do you hate?
Today I hate people that when they make a statement and then you try to inquire about their statement, their response is, "Oh, Google it. Oh, I'm not gonna spoon feed you. Oh, find out for yourself."
Instead of,
I'm not.
So
I'm
I'm
a Google it.
stuck there. Like, what was the point of saying whatever you said if I still have to go do the research for myself?
I mean, but the person didn't say it saying, "Yo, I'm here to educate." They just said it.
Nah,
they
like
didn't
that.
say, "Yo, if you need me, hit me up in the DM." You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
they
that's
said
not.
it to say it.
I feel like what
So
they
it's not
call
their
that
responsibility.
gaslighting. That's a gaslight. That's a gaslighting statement.
That's not gaslighting.
That's a gaslighting.
That's not gaslighting.
Because if you already like say, like the other, this alludes to some girl that I know. She posted that. She literally almost verbatim said, all you guys black role models growing up are basically they're false prophets.
So who is she referring to when she says this?
She said all black idols that you grew up with are false prophets.
So like the Beyoncés, the whole.
You could take. That's what I'm saying. You could take
Michael
that
Jordan.
way. You can take that way. Some people were saying like, "Yo, I have good parents. Like I looked up to my whole life. Like they're black.
That's where
I have a teacher that like he still happens to be black. Like he helped me out in life. So for me, she said that, and people were like telling her like, "What are you trying to say?" And she's like, "Oh, why do I have to spoon feed y'all?" I'm like, my nigga, you're the one that said the statement.
Yeah, in that sense, I feel like if you're gonna make a statement like that, you gotta be willing to at least answer questions about it.
That's what I'm trying to say.
You can't just say that and then not, answer questions about the statement.
So I hate people that do that.
But if like she said something and then like she's just like, "Yo, Google it," you know what I'm saying? All right, cool, it's Googleable. That's not even Googleable. Like you got to.
Exactly.
I'm trying to gauge your opinion.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
So I hate people that do that.
Man, just go.
All right,
just do it.
You don't. Okay, you
Just
still
do
thinking?
it.
That's what I
I'm
mean.
still thinking. I had it and I forgot.
All right. You know what I hate? I hate when people have sneakers and like they lace them incorrectly for the sneaker. Like the other day, like I saw like this, the step ladder that people used to do for Converses. How do you do the laces? Like a step ladder.
The straight
away. I saw that in like a pair.
You
like,
call it the step ladder?
That's what it's called.
Is that really what it's called?
I think that's what it's called. Like if you type that in, like how to do the step ladder laces. I think
that you told me something new.
What do you
that
think
sounds like
called?
that shit that niggas used to like. The girls used to
lanyard.
Yeah.
Nah, that's not.
I mean, that sounds like one of those things.
Nah, step ladder joint. But
Chinese
basically, I seen that on
pancakes.
like a pair of like ones the other day, and I was like,
Oh no,
it just doesn't go.
On ones?
It just doesn't go.
What the fuck?
It didn't go. Like the person you could tell like was interested. Like they're one of those people that were like they would do the not norm thing. So I think he probably did that to try and not be.
Oh,
normal.
he was trying to push the
envelope. You know how we be
He's
saying,
like, I'm gonna fuck the streets up with this one. They're not ready.
You know how we be saying
Straight ways on the
trying to
ones.
oppose
Right,
sometimes. Like
right.
he was trying to oppose what was like
Missed on that one.
Yeah, like, that was like an open three for JaVale McGee. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was a bad one.
Nah, you know what I hate? How banks will take your money in 2.5, but it take 3 to 5 business days to get your money back. Why did it take so long to give you your fucking money back if they take so quick to take it?
Oh, because according to them, there's like processes and stuff like that.
Fuck all that shit. Why is it taking so long, bro?
They for me, they doing something with your
I
money.
don't know because at the end of the day,
can't give it to you right.
At the end of the day, this is all virtual money.
Exactly.
So at the end, like, you know what I'm saying, like, because the money is really not physically in the bank. Like, once you give them the dollars, like, that dollars probably go to somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Like, when they go take out money and shit like that. Like, this is literally all like just virtual money at this point. Like, your whole bank account is literally virtual money because they use that to give loans and all that other stuff.
I was also gonna say a quick update since we're talking about banks and money on that Bronx situation. Those people are finally getting those donations from the the Bronx United. I think that person's name was Ahmed. So Ahmed is over there giving people their money finally after many complaints and a news investigation that aired out, on News 12 locally. So yeah, people are still not satisfied, but at least people are getting their money that they donated.
I mean, you gotta get that money back.
I mean, hey, I'll take it. Just send me my bread if it ain't going to what I want it to.
I'm just happy I'm not from the Bronx because I know if that happened in Brooklyn, I don't think that would have went that way. I'm not gonna hold you.
Nah, absolutely not.
Absolutely I don't know if he would have been. It was like that was like a month and a half ago. I don't know if that would have been around for a month and a half. I'll tell you that.
Listen, I would have found that man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like that nigga would have been touched.
I have $200 for me, bro.
50K. He was running it up.
That's I don't care about the 50K. That's other people's problem. Yeah. I mean, where is my $200? But let's see. Moving on from you know what I hate. You know what I do hate. Actually, on top of what I already told y'all I hate, is what's going on with this whole Epstein thing. Like, it's real nasty vibes. And like we were saying before, like we started recording, like it's really like a movie almost. Like this is literally what happens in movies. Like I can't think of it off the top of my head, but there's movies that go just like this. Yeah. Pretty much. So like, what's y'all thoughts on like what's been going on with whether it be the not assassination, but the the killing of that judges.
I heard about what happened, but I didn't dive deep into how it connects.
Because, all right, so the most popular thing that just happened was one of the judges for one of the cases, I think, that's supposed to be overseeing the Maxwell lady.
That she had just got the case like a couple of days ago.
Yeah, some guy pulled up like he was a delivery driver.
Yeah, I know that part. Yeah.
And then he went and he attempted to actually pretty much probably his intent was probably to kill the whole house. Yeah. But the judge herself was actually in the basement. The husband apparently, or the dad, I don't know if they were married. He survived, but the son died. So it's just a bad day because like you can't even say like the judge was lucky because like at the end of the day like she still lost her son. So I'm pretty sure her and the father probably was like, I probably wish I opened the door. Because imagine you just opening your door like, oh, there's a package coming. Like, that's like the easiest coy. Like, a package coming? Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's crazy to me.
That is crazy. I don't even know if it ties into that whole Jeffrey Epstein case. It might. I don't know because I think they said that his banker also got basically killed.
Yeah. Like there was somebody else involved with that.
I don't know.
That got killed.
I don't know if it's this person though, because remember I sent you an article that Complex I put out about a Nigerian. I think it was Nigerian. That's the crazy part. A Nigerian banker that like they found him in his crib for 2 days, and he was like decapitated, bodies pulled apart,
dismembered.
Yeah. I was like, yo, feel me? That was a person of supposedly high regard, and they just found him dead like in his house like that. And then a couple days later, this happens with the Jeffrey Epstein thing.
Bro, so crazy.
I feel like the powers that be, feel me, they making their moves. They trying to hold that information real tight, close to the chest.
Bro, and that's the thing about just this whole like world that niggas is not really aware of. Like niggas can make shit happen. Like people have tried to. There's been a lot of people like on record that have tried to expose like Hollywood and everything for this whole pedophile shit, and those people have died mysteriously, suicides, all types of shit. Like, and it's just like a continuous pattern, my nigga. Just like like
just all around the country.
Yeah,
it's
like
a country
it's
matter.
deeper than
Nah,
Hollywood,
and it
obviously.
just brings me to another conversation, which is like, money really is the root of all evil, bro.
Yeah,
Like it's literally like in the soil that is is money, bro. Because like to do the hitman work is money. You're taking money from whoever, whatever amount of money they're giving you, and then for the whole protecting your pedophilia, that's just to protect your money, basically. You know what I'm saying? Like, so money really is the root of all evil. That's the craziest thing. Like when you really put that all in perspective, that's just something I really noticed.
Nah, bro. It's like if you have money, like these people that a lot of people are looking up to, they real dark. It gets real scary.
Yeah, and that's why I reposted on the gram today. Came across a post, but I've always believed this, that I don't think there should be like billionaires, bro. Like I don't feel like like $1 billion is a lot of money. Like we dead sit there and try to minimize it low key, but like to put it in perspective, like I think what was it? A million seconds. Hold on, let me get the exact quote because I don't want to like misquote it.
I recall what you.
A million.
It was like 13.
1 million seconds is 11 days. 1 billion seconds is 30. My fault. It's 32 years.
1 billion seconds.
Yes.
Is 32 years.
Yeah. So that's just to put in the perspective, like the numbers and the difference between having $1 million and having $1 billion. Like you can give away.
It's funny because I just saw a movie like literally today, a couple hours ago, called In Time.
I saw that
with Justin Timberlake.
I like that movie.
I always heard good things, but I'm not a good fan of the singers
Nah,
trying to be actors. But
didn't we see it?
I told the concept.
Did we see that?
Yeah,
I think we did.
But the concept of the movie kind of like regards that in the sense where like in the movie they were like fighting for time, where time was like the currency.
Right. Yeah.
So like, in a sense, I kind of see what they were trying to say when you put it in that regard, where like 32 billion or a billion seconds is 32 years.
Yeah.
So that's just crazy in a sense, like when you really think about that.
You got $10 million, it's like, yo, I'm mad rich. That's nothing compared to $1 billion.
Exactly, bro.
But then again, like we say, like, I mean, people might feel the type of way when I usually say this, but because if you really think about it, $1 billion is a lot, but $1 million isn't that much.
On a grand scheme,
$1 million. $1 million.
$1 million can change our lives for sure.
Yeah, it'll change our life.
It's not a lot in the grand scheme of how much money there is to really be.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying, because you gotta think about it like after taxes and stuff like that. Like even though he's a billionaire, I don't know, he might be like 500 million. Like he's really seeing. That's just accumulation.
I mean, I don't even think the rich get taxed that heavily because if you have $1 billion net worth, you're finding ways to get around these tax breaks and all that other stuff.
This is very
you
true.
Really might be seeing like if you worth $1 billion, you might be seeing probably 800.
Nah, that's a very good point.
You really might be seeing a good portion of that.
That's the crazy part. So for me, like it's easier to save your money when you have it, because like if you have a lot of it, you start getting put onto like the grand schemes of things.
Yeah,
stuff like that.
Community-based service here. Write that off as a tax break. You know what I'm saying? Donated this tax break.
Didn't this nigga Jeff Bezos make like $13 billion the other day?
Yeah, in like a day, bro.
In one day.
And it inspired the fuck out of these Forex niggas. They was like, yo, and y'all sitting on y'all ass. I was like, bro, I have a Forex. Another day I sat down and made a list of like people I would want to come on the show just because like we'd be like, yo, who want to get work?
Yeah.
So I'm like, there's a girl that I know that like she was on my dance team and like we're cool enough that I could extend an invite. So she would definitely be somebody I want to talk to because I want to really sit down and have a talk about what it is and what they do and what inspires them, how they feel about the more aggressive, salesman of the Forex experience. I just want to sit down and talk to her. So I don't know if she ever watched this or if she will, but if you do, I'm talking to you, Shanice, for sure.
They also say too, like we know when they always say about Jeff Bezos, that oh, he has all this money, he should be doing more with it and stuff like that, like giving it away. But like, I don't think people understand when you have that much money and you're that important to the stock market, he can't just give the money like away. Like for me, it don't work that way. Like he might cause more damage giving $1 billion to some random thing.
Where we are now, especially with the stock market and how much he's tied, like Amazon is tied to like the stock market and how much people are like divulged into that. He can't just give away like $4 billion. Like,
he might want to, but it don't work that way.
I doubt he wants to, but like for sure he can't just be like, oh yeah, $4 billion's go. I'm just take it. Leave it.
Like for me,
I can picture Elon Musk doing some shit like that though. Elon Musk like that.
Nah, he's off. He's not off, but he's off spectrum. That's what he's off spectrum.
Facts.
I was I'm not gonna say no names, but I was told the story that this he's a fairly wealthy Greek man. He owned.
Is it Giannis?
No.
Oh.
He had 5,000 shares of Amazon like in the first 2 years when it came out, and his sister said it was stupid, made him sell it.
Yikes. But the thing is, back then, like that's the thing with the stock market. It's like
You dad don't know.
Dad
son.
you dad don't know. That you
Amazon
could-
started off as fucking just a book service, just selling niggas books. Now this shit is done.
It's taken
Monopolized the whole online shopping experience.
Exactly. So like you never know. Like that's why with stocks, like I'll grab something and I'll just hold it, bro. You just like you hold it, Joe. You just never know, bro.
I'd rather sell drugs.
Yeah,
He's
to
an
each
advocate
what
of
they say
this.
to each his own.
He's an advocate of this, bro.
Yeah, I know. Do what you gotta do. You know what I'm saying? Just know when you're a person of color, if you get caught, there will be
Oh
repercussions.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it'd be mad cringy to see white people playing with weed on TV and shit like that. And like I know people personally that have done time for like weed.
Facts,
You know what I'm
bro.
saying? That's mad cringy.
It's that it doesn't make sense how there's still people doing time to this day
That's what I'm saying, bro.
for some weed charges.
That's why I be saying
Shit's
sometimes like
mad legal.
dictatorship wouldn't be that bad, bro. Because then you could just make the absolute rule, like, yo, all right, everybody that did time for bud is out. Like,
Nah, dictatorship is crazy.
It goes into the whole.
it wouldn't help
capitalist
us in
service,
this
though,
climate currently, though.
Imagine
Because
somebody like Trump being a dictator, though.
it wouldn't help if he was the dictator.
That's what I'm
if,
saying,
If
like-
I was the dictator, you know what I'm
you
saying?
you can't give anybody that option because then somebody like Trump could win that, power, and that would just be.
I was gonna say the same case for Jeffrey though is the reason why they won't let all those people with weed cases free because it'll cause more damage and loss for the jail services than anything.
True.
Because they make more money off prisoners than anything. Especially if they privatize prison is like it's like $1 billion industry.
Jesus,
It's multi-billion.
Walmart, all these companies they freaking donate to these services and stuff like that. For me, like I tell you, is this whole country, bro, it's a scheme for everything.
And then
bro.
they write it off.
It goes
and then they keep money.
tax write-offs.
like in the wire. You follow the money, that shit is gonna go crazy, bro. You don't know where that shit will take you. It's gonna go all the way up the chain, son.
That's real shit.
That's why I say when people say like, oh, they don't want to support this out of this. I'm like, yo, if you really, really break it down, I guarantee you almost all the money you spend on anything is gonna get spent towards something that's bad.
Right.
It's like a 95 or 98% chance that's the likelihood that's what it is.
Absolutely.
True. That see?
Yeah, basically. You know what I'm saying?
That
Like,
is true.
This should just go like this, bro. That just go. There's just some places that go like this, some places that go like this. You know what I'm saying? Like the cycle is just like that. But speaking of support, we might. I don't know how y'all feel, but we might. I'm seeing a lot of support given to a certain man by the name of Kanye West. I don't know how y'all feel. I don't really know how I feel. But if you've been following anything that's been going on, Kanye West he did previously, a couple days back, do his, I guess, first presidential campaign kind of thing, or like whatever you want to call that.
A rally.
Oh, yeah, rally. That's the word I'm looking for. And it had some very disturbing clips, to say the least. So I just want to get y'all takes on that. Like, what do y'all see from it? I know what I see from it, but what do y'all really see from it?
It just seems like a man who's not really all the way there.
Mm-hmm.
He's saying a lot of things that he'll probably take back eventually. There's been a lot going. Like the rally, he was on some different timing, bro. Like with that whole Harriet Tubman comment, and I don't know what he was on. But and then now he on Twitter every day just bugging the fuck out with this whole Kim shit.
He's had some elite tweets. I'm not gonna hold you.
He said Drake.
That was that funny. Like he was like
Kanye.
I think he was like
Kanye.
He was like
yo.
in Jesus. I forgot what he said, bro. He was like in Jesus' name, no cap.
Yo, we shouldn't even be laughing. That's the crazy part. Like, we shouldn't even be laughing at this guy's tweets. I'm not going for like.
It's just like I wonder how this is all gonna end, bro. Like I'm tuned in. It's mixy. I'm tuned.
You watching the roller coaster?
I'm watching.
That's America for you.
Yeah, man.
Can't
It's
turn
like
away.
I grew up a Kanye fanatic, bro. Like he was my favorite artist at one point. Before
I was
Kendrick
never a
took that.
fanatic, but I
I was
definitely
a
fuck with Kanye.
fanatic,
I definitely
bro.
fuck with Kanye.
The way you fuck with DMX,
Yeah,
that
I
type
feel
of
you.
song.
Nah, yeah, Kanye's bro. I was telling Ray the other day, Kanye had probably the best start to his career of all time.
The first three album run,
and then like even after that, how much he changed the game with the next three.
Bro.
After that, like
his body of work is legendary. But
It
it's
is.
like literally, he could have stopped at those first six.
he could have stopped
and
after.
fell back on his producing credits. Legend.
That's it.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's just cemented. cemented. That would have been a perfect run, probably. No funny shit.
It would have probably been a perfect run. No lie.
Yeah, bro.
All the way up to what? Like, sixth album was
Watch the Throne, I think, or something. I think
Watch
it was
the Throne came out.
2011.
It came out before T-Lop, right?
T-Lop? Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
Because T-Lop came out like 2014.
That's Watch the Throne came out before Yeezus. So Yeezus came out before T-Lop.
Yeah. So I think
he could have stopped at Watch the Throne, like you said.
Yeah, because you definitely could have stopped at Watch the Throne. But regardless of that, for me, when I looked at this, I'm just like, yo, okay, so clearly something's off. Clearly. Yeah. And then as it always has been, for whatever reason, after he does all this, music. Like every single time. Like
my album.
You know what I'm saying? And like I'm trying to like
that Donda.
Yeah. And I'm trying to like feel sympathy, but I'm having a hard time. And I don't know. Like I hope y'all get.
Yeah.
I'm having a hard time.
It's been two narratives. It's been people that's like, feel me, they want to feel bad, but they don't because for your exact reasons.
This is like the third time in a row. Like,
and then there's other people where they literally just feel bad because they like.
And my thing is, for what though? Like
me personally, I feel bad because like when it comes to mental issues and stuff like that, because like the shit, like especially I'm not gonna front the clip of him crying like crazy, like
at the ugly cry.
Yeah, like I felt that because like he probably won't admit it, but like I'm gonna jack my father's not really like, feel me. My father kind of suffers from some type of mental thing. Whether it be whatever, feel me? He's never going to therapy, so we will never know what exactly it is, but
you know your father.
I know my father, feel me? So I know that
you're knowledgeable.
Exactly. So I've known and I've seen, like, it's not on some Kanye level where he has this much episodes, feel me? But like I've seen my father at a really bad state before. Feel me? Where I like, as much as I could deny and maybe not believe in mental issues, I couldn't turn away from this. This is my father, feel me?
Right.
So that's what made me like even feel some type of sympathy for Kanye and even people with mental health issues in general.
Right.
Feel me? That's why I don't really like calling, like, we might joke about it, but I don't really like calling people crazy. Feel me? Because that's like, it just takes away from what it is they are trying to express.
Right. And I mean, don't get me wrong. When it comes to people that are artists, like real, true artists, I feel like Kanye falls into that category. And I always believe that they think differently.
He's definitely like, always been like a real colorful thinker.
Yeah, like his brain doesn't work like how our brain works because he's just so much more, like he thinks with a different part of his brain. I feel like. And then another thing with Kanye for me is just that he's just not the speaker that he needs to be. I feel like
his delivery.
His delivery is horrendous.
But he's always been like that though.
But I'm saying he's just not the speaker he wants to be.
Yeah.
He's just, that's why a lot of his trouble comes from, where like the Harriet Tubman comments. Because I mean, I'll be honest, this is not what he said he meant. But if I think I'm getting at what he meant, I think he was just saying basically like, at the end of the day, we weren't free. Yeah. But at the end of the day, he could have said that without trying to tarnish Harriet Tubman's name. Yeah. Because how Harriet Tubman did is still iconic and deserves praise. As super heroic, courageous, the whole nine. You know what I'm saying? So he didn't have to say, yo, make it seem like she didn't do shit for us when she did. So that's what I'm saying. Speaks to the fact that like he doesn't really know how to deliver things he needs to say. You know what I'm saying? Even when he went, but years back before all this started, where like he was like, George Bush doesn't care about black people. Like we championed it on, but like he could have said that better, and it would have looked better on him if he like more
Taylor Swift too.
You know what I'm saying? Like the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying, like Kanye.
But that's the thing too, is like, feel me? Like people in the beginning, we love Kanye for that,
right?
Even though he didn't express it right, it's not like we shunned him for that, because he always used to say what it was on other people's chest,
right?
But because, like I said, like whatever mental state he's in now, like they always chalk it up to his mom passing and stuff like that. But I'm not gonna lie, like I kind of feel that in a way, because I've never lost my parent. Feel me? I don't know how close he was. Obviously, he was close enough where he's obviously suffering still from that more than likely. But like I just try to think like, yo, I don't know how it would be, God forbid, if something happened to my father. For me, I really don't know. I really can't have that that forethought for me. But like another narrative I've seen too, where like I guess it's a bigger discussion, is why like where I've seen people, females, they say like, oh, like how we felt bad for Kanye, but we didn't feel bad for Megan getting shot. We was kind of joking about that. Feel me? And I understand that. I'm not gonna lie. Like I kind of have no excuse for that, because I was one of those people kind of making fun, because it sounds bad, but Shorty got shot in the foot for me, so I knew she didn't.
We made jokes, obviously the foot as well, and then on top of that, she was alive. Like she was fine.
Yeah,
like, she's fine. Like it's nothing.
It was both of them.
That's what I'm saying. There's jokes for this too. Like it's not like
That's why I say like I feel like I've seen more people feel bad for Kanye than Megan, which I understand again. But Kanye to me is again like I've never seen like the way he expressed himself on that rally. I've never seen that, and I've like it feels like every episode this man is just getting worse, yo. Like every episode is just more out there for me, and it's like
it's just as simple as Kanye's a bigger person.
that's how I was about to get into.
True.
Like Kanye has a bigger fan base and a bigger
true.
more people know who he is.
But I do feel like it's getting sporadically like worse as far as like
I could agree with that.
as it's being out there. Feel me? Like
God
sometimes
bless that, man.
that's why I say I have a saying where I say like yo some questions you gonna drive yourself mad trying to figure out the answer.
Right.
And like feel me, once you're out there, it's really hard to come back.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I feel like this man is just like I don't know. I feel like he's not lost, but I don't know if this coming back for him, son.
Yeah,
I really don't know.
I just hope that because I mean it seems like Kim and the family are. I don't know what the true intentions are, but it seems like they're trying to rail it in. They have all the money in the world, not literally, but they have a lot of money. So I mean, I'm hoping they can find the best physicians and the best people for him to talk to. And I'm never a fan of pills, but I'm definitely just somebody who can get him to a stable point. And you know, when he's feeling these episodes, be able to channel it better than what we're seeing.
You also have to want help too. That's another thing that like even my father, feel me, he's not like he probably would never go to a therapist because that's just not him. Feel me, he don't want to go.
Right.
So you can never make someone do something they don't want to do.
Absolutely.
So it's like really sad in that sense too.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I just hope that everyone with mental issues, feel me, they somehow figure that out. You know,
All
it's
right,
kind of
so
uphill battle.
Segueing from that, not to throw it away, but Kanye also has been viewed as, because of comments such as the Harriet Tubman comment and the slavery is a choice comment, has been viewed as a coon. And one thing we came because everybody wants to know what the Lunchroom podcast thinks about what is a coon. What I know, you know, I came here a couple weeks back about Terry Crews. That to me is a coon. So I don't know what is y'all staple for a coon.
But what, like, even you saying Terry Crews is a coon, okay? Like, what is it that he does that makes it coonish?
Coonish, me, because for me, I don't know the textbook definition of a coon.
Look it up.
So when you get that, read that.
Yeah.
But basically, for me, whenever you don't have to stand with everything your people do. But whenever it seems like your mission is to not stand with us at all and to separate yourself every time there's something positive going on for us, and to try and spin it to like what we're doing is a negative. Mm-hmm. That's what I consider a coon. So, what's it called? So him coming out and saying, "Yo, let's not make it into Black Lives Better." Like you're on their side. That's what that told me. You're on the white man's side. You're the token kid. You're trying to remain in that light with them. Whereas if you stood with us, you know what I'm saying, you're helping our cause, but you're not because you're obviously against us.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, the definition of a coon to me is just wanting to appease to the white man, you know, like completely disregarding like your actual self.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Uncle Tommy.
My phone
Tommy.
don't want to load for whatever reason.
Oh,
But I mean, if I had to put it without looking at the real definition, I always thought a coon was just like a person that was like like a OJ that doesn't really accept like being like he don't see black. He
like
sees like I'm
Tiger Woods too.
Yeah, like he don't see black or whatever. They just say I'm me.
Yeah.
For me, that's coonish. Like you had to claim
who you are.
Who you are. For me, so at the end of the day, if you're not claiming who you are, it's kind of coonish. And then that's about that. That's like what I always thought coon was.
Yeah, Stacey Dash.
So
big
as
time
you saying,
coon.
like not claiming like who you are.
Like not claim like if you're black and you don't say you're black, like you don't just
You're cool.
as simply as that, like you don't it's really simple. Just say you're black, but no person like OJ, oh I'm not black, I'm OJ. For me, like ASAP Rocky. For me, I'm not gonna say ASAP Rocky is a coon, but he has coonish tendencies.
I mean, I feel like that's partial. Like I feel like both can be.
So like that's why I
both
say
of
like
those
is
things
ASAP Rocky
equate.
a coon? That's what I'm saying. Like
He's not a coon, but that he's definitely not far from it if he feels that way about himself. Like he
I mean,
feels
he's definitely confused.
Yeah, if he feels like he's above his color, like oh I'm like it's OJ for example, like I'm not black, I'm OJ. He feels like he's above his color because of his status.
Yeah.
When just like Jay-Z said, white nigga, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
Like still nigga, you
Still
know what I'm
nigga.
saying? At the end of the day, so like I feel like I can throw that into a coon category. Now, has he done enough to say complete coon like Terry Crews has for me? I can't say that, but as far as that's definitely a coon antic, I
Yeah.
would say.
So I actually read a comment I think yesterday, like on some type of social media, but oh yeah, no, it was about Bronny. So there was like northwestern, I mean North Carolina Central, I think that was called the HBCU.
Yeah.
They was like, oh, they're like the likely team, I mean the likely school to get him or whatever. And then one of the comments was like, oh, I mean that doesn't really matter because he's just gonna end up marrying a white woman. Like it was some bullshit like that. So
First of all, his father's
like
not
yeah, bro, like it was just mad ignorant. But do y'all feel like that's some coonery to marry into a white family?
Nah, I don't think. I think we think too hard on that because of what is going on in the society. I personally, I wouldn't do it. I can't do it, but that's because I don't like milk. So like it's a milk lockout. I don't do the milk. I don't do physical milk. I don't do the women milk. Like if you're not like
If you're not melanated, it's not happening.
I can't really do it. It's just not an attraction thing. Cause like even though if you are milk and I'm attracted to you, it's because you have features that come with melanated women more than likely.
Right.
So I can't even say that I like milk. I just like milk with a little chocolate
A
in
little
it.
syrup.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Hazelnut coffee.
You know what I'm saying? Like so.
What you mean? You don't know?
I don't know. Like I always feel like, as simply put, if you're for black people and black women specifically, you're kind of going against that if you marry into a white family. Cause like I don't really see how that will benefit. I don't understand. Yeah, like I don't understand how that benefits you in any type of way. Like, feel me? Like I don't like personally. I just don't understand. Like, yeah, love is love. Don't get me wrong, love is love. But it's like, I don't know. I guess sometimes, like that whole thing kind of like trumps. I feel like certain stuff, love shouldn't trump for me. Like that stuff shouldn't trump because it's like again, how is this benefiting you? Besides your economic status.
Yeah. There's definitely a stigma for like rich black people.
And I have an uncle that actually married an Irish lady, for me. So like I have mixed cousins, I guess you could say. So it's like, and I've met their family. I mean, they're Irish, so it's kind of like, you know, they say Irish people are like
Irish Salvadorian family.
My father's Guatemalan, so
Guatemalan.
Yeah, Guatemalan and Salvadorian.
That's different.
Guatemalan and Irish. And it's funny because he had two daughters. One is like she looks white, and the other one looks more Spanish.
That's usually how it be.
So like, feel me? So like I have no problem with his family and stuff like that. Feel me? Like they're cool people.
Right.
But I like my uncle with my family. He's always was to himself anyway. Like he kind of is like a real selfish person, as this UK. He's like a selfish. Well, yeah. What them typical selfish uncles, feel me? They only hit you up when they need you for something. Like it's never like anything else besides that. So again, like I just don't feel like how it benefits you other than economically marrying a white lady.
I mean, yeah, at the end of the day, I mean, because I feel like you kind of underselling, you know, love.
Yeah,
in a
love
sense.
is a powerful thing.
I feel like you can't just put that underneath and sweep that under the rug.
Love is also a choice.
Yeah, you choose to love people, you know what I'm saying? And, well, actually, I don't even know if you really choose to love certain people, because you can love people that...
Love is a choice.
That
you choose to love people. Because you could easily not want to love them no more.
Nah,
it doesn't work like that,
I don't think
bro.
it works like that at all.
All right.
Because your father... Because, like, there's people... Think about kids whose parents beat them, like, what, beyond...
Unfortunately, my father was one of those people that like beat me, and then after he beat me, he'll be like, "Yo, I didn't want to do that, but I loved you."
But I'm saying,
so I kind of like, even though it's traumatic, I have that.
That's
embedded.
the way it should be. But like, there's kids whose parents just like relentlessly beat them,
they still have feelings for
and they still love their, like they don't go over there and be like, "Yo, I didn't want to do that." You know what I'm saying? That just they got beat because they did something bad. They tear them up, and then they just go on with life. Like, and they might, and that's you know what I'm saying. They still go back to them. It's not like they're gonna be like, "Nah, I'm not. I don't love my mom because she beats me." Like it just happens that way. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you have no choice how you feel about somebody, especially depending on who they are in your life to you. You know what I'm saying? Yo, like what if like whoever the first person that taught you basketball, what if he like was beating on you or whatever, like, but he taught you a great skill, you might love him for that. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I mean, everyone has their own definition.
Love has just different sectors to it that like
slippery slope.
Yeah, it's crazy. But segueing off of that, I don't even know where we at right now.
Yo,
We-
you
we
wanted
on
to
low.
talk about, I forgot to even mention this before, the J. Cole essay.
Ah, yes, the J. Cole essay.
Did you read it?
So I was reading it and then I got distracted because Fredo kept passing me spliffs, so I didn't finish it. Unfortunately.
But basically,
What part did you make it up to? Do you remember?
Chapter 2.
yeah, still cut him
Okay.
in chat. But he basically, in a nutshell, it's basically him detailing like parts of his life and like his drive. He compared his drive for rap to his drive for basketball. Because if you know, the story goes that he went to St. John's to try and play basketball. He made it to the second tryout, is what he described in the essay. And
He actually, in the essay, I don't think he went to St. John's to play basketball.
well, he didn't, but
Yeah.
he decided
yeah.
try.
he went to New York to start rapping.
Yeah.
But then he ended up going to St. John's. And obviously St. John's has a
Notorious.
D1 basketball
Yeah.
team. So like he had passed the first tryout, which had mad people, and then the select 10 got selected for the second one. So he basically described vividly him waking up at like 6 a.m. and he had said it was like, all right, 6:15, I got to get out this bed if I'm gonna make it on time to the tryouts. But in his mind, he's like, yo, if I do this, then I have to put rap to the side, and I'm out here for rap basically. And basically, it's a well written piece about just him having to split his drives between both, and him using that competitive aspect of it in the rap game. So like he was kind of like detailing how his career went and how he was just so by himself, and then that's where that run in 2019 came, or it was 2019.
2019 with the feature run?
Where he's like, I got to get back in that competitive bag. So now I'm on Moneybagg Yo song. I'm on this person song. I'm on, like, that's where that came from. Like, he just wanted to get back in that bag. But, like, I'm not giving it justice because I'd rather you read it, but it was just well written and it gave a lot of input on somebody who doesn't talk much. I love hearing from people that don't talk much.
After I read it, like, it kind of like, after I read it, it honestly made me think about Kobe, to be honest with you. Cause like, and I actually like, I think I talk about this with my uncle sometimes, cause he was baseball with his life. For me, like he wanted to make it to the A, like how J. Cole wanted to make it to the A, he wanted to make it to the show. But he couldn't make it, and freaking, I kind of made me question like the conversation I had with my uncle was the good and the bad of the Mamba mentality. For me, because people only think about the good, but they don't think.
I never thought about like it being a bad.
But you don't see that the bad is you're not gonna be with your family. You're not gonna have time for your friends.
Exactly.
You're gonna constantly be working, no matter what. Like you're constantly gonna be working. So like in J. Cole's case, it suffered because he was so competitive. That's what made him not be featured or even have features on his own songs.
Yeah.
Like he said that. So I was like, wow, like all that knock against him, like, cause even after a while, I was knocking him like, yo, my guy, make some songs with some other people. Like, you already established you're nice on your own. Feel me? Like it's kind of nice to hear different sounds put together, whatever. But I never even thought about that. Feel me? Having that in the back of my head, like he might be too competitive to even want to be on other people's songs. Cause I mean, and I like that. And I like that. So that's why I gave him, like, I was like, it just put it into a real good perspective.
Right.
And I really like that quote about, like, towards the end when he was like, he feels like he's prepared himself to go on another mountain, like
Right.
climb the mountain again.
Mhm.
And I was like, I always said, like, that's what drives, like, artists, successful people and stuff. It's like, they know in the back of your head, like, no matter what, you might go up one mountain. It's like, you're not gonna, like, they don't know what plateau is.
Basically.
There's always
any great doesn't know.
yeah, like feel me, they don't know what plateau is. So again, it's the good and the bad, and like J. Cole narrative says, kind of beauty in the journey in that way. So I'm here, like I'm here to see what this last phase, because the way he put it in the article was this might be the last phase of J. Cole. He's 35.
Right.
I was like, that shit even bust my head.
I forgot he was kind of old.
Yeah, like
But
that
I
shit,
thought he was like 32.
that's what I'm saying. That shit, he's been in the game 10 years now.
Because he got signed in 2009.
Yeah.
So he's been like 10 years, 11 years old. So that
Yeah.
means he was 25. He was our age when he first got signed.
He's like 24, 25.
And I'm like, wow, like some people freaking get signed at 16, 18, but it's like in his case, it kind of worked out. For me, he just, like I said, I'm really, really looking forward to the last phase. If this is J. Cole's last phase, hopefully the music is there, because he even admitted in the article that he kind of fell off musically because he wasn't inspired anymore. So I'm just looking forward to the last phase.
Yeah, I've always been glued because like one thing about me, I don't put guys that can actually rap away. Like if you can actually rap, you're gonna have my attention. Like for some strange reason, we still going to Wayne projects for whatever reason.
Some people,
I'm
real
still
Wayne fans go.
Yeah,
I know a couple.
I was never like I was a fan of Wayne's run, but Wayne was never like my favorite rapper.
Yeah.
I respect his lyricism, I respect his skill, what he's done, but he was never like my favorite guy. Like I was never like, yo, Lil Wayne. Like I always just respected him. So you feel me? Like I'm just comparing it to that. Like I just never give it up. So I mean, I'm looking forward to hear what he has. I mean, the name of it is supposed to be called The Fallback.
The Fall Off.
Or something like. I thought it was a fallback.
I think that's the name of the song.
Oh, maybe.
I'm not sure, but
regardless of that,
he has 2 songs dropping today at 10 o'clock, I believe.
It's fucking lit.
So
we'll see what he's hitting for.
That article you could find at the Players Tribune. So
yeah, check
that out
for sure. Just throw some throwaway topics in there. We're all New York kids, and you know this whole pandemic has had us locked up because we did it the right way. we quarantined. We wore masks. We did what we had to do.
Right.
Now we don't give a fuck.
Nope.
So, Steinway, which is in I don't know what neighborhood.
Queen. Austria.
Astoria.
Wow.
Austria is crazy.
Wow. Yo,
that sounds a different part of Queens.
That's a whole other country, I think.
Austria is like a city.
Oh man, you really a Brooklyn nigga for that one.
I'm swag, bro. All right.
But Astoria,
it's probably Austrian people in Astoria. That's the funny part.
Probably. But funny enough, we wasn't there, but we see what became of it is a big crowd.
My son Fredo, man, I tried to be there.
Fredo a mixy man, bro.
He
I'm not gonna lie. From what
I was gonna go this Friday.
You see what happened? I went to go get food. And E-Frank saw that it was bystander. He was like, "Yo, we out." So we just went.
Either way, it ain't no social distancing going on in there. It ain't no mask.
It's not
wearing.
Steinway no more. It's Miami.
Miami. I'm not calling it that, but y'all could call it
Miami.
I mean, that was.
It looked like Miami. I tell you, it looked like Ocean Drive.
Super.
It definitely did. But it's like, it was a good run, but it's clipped now, bro. Everybody losing their license. They liquor licenses.
Ain't clipped.
Bro, I'm telling you, niggas about to be on it. Like if the governor is on it, bro, niggas about to be on it, bro.
I don't think you understand. This is New York City.
Nah, I hear you.
But telling you,
if all the fucking places that niggas is linking up at are closed,
people just gonna post up outside, son.
I mean, that's probably gonna be the case.
Because that's
probably gonna be the case.
I even saw a narrative saying like somebody had posted. I don't know if this is true because I wouldn't go there. That wouldn't be my first choice. But they were saying, oh, yo, don't blow up Coney Island. Feel me? Keep niggas out of Coney Island. We don't want y'all here. I'm like, niggas is not going to Coney Island. Like, who's going to Coney Island?
Who said that? If it comes to that, but it'll happen, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
If it comes to that,
it's only gonna go for me. Steinway started it off.
Right.
Dykeman followed up. Because Dykeman had Dykeman
niggas that had a Steinway versus Dykeman.
That's what I'm saying. For me, so all these places is about to go up. We about to go up, man. It's literally a month and some change left this summer, and we really haven't done shit.
I'm saying, I asked my coworker, I was like, yo, what have we done this summer?
We haven't done shit.
It hasn't been a summer.
It hasn't.
We damn near, we passed the halfway point, right?
I went to Texas. For me, I don't really do much.
Like, I didn't do nothing.
Man, I can't wait till it get cold, man.
Nigga, you was in a submarine.
I was not in a submarine.
Was submarine, bro.
That was
you was in a submarine.
Basement. That's a basement.
I'm with it. Where?
What you say? Oh, sure.
I'm with it.
I'm with it. I can swim.
I'm going to Philly the day before my birthday.
Philly?
Yeah.
But yeah, now we gonna see how this whole Steinway thing play out. But I'm pretty sure it's about to.
It's probably a dub, and we probably gonna ruin the next spot. Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? So
that's all New Yorkers do. Just ruin shit.
Yeah, I mean, you know what I'm saying? I don't blame them either.
Prayers up for secrets. Prayers up for secrets and all the employees.
It's still gonna be open. They just don't got no liquor license.
But people, for me, niggas don't wanna. Where I'm gonna go? I'm gonna go there super box.
There's people that go there for.
I'm talking like I go there. Like I don't even go there. I just know people that go there.
Anyway, moving on from that, we kind of gonna replace the "What would you rather" with the question that was posed by our very own Fredo.
The man behind the camera that would take your bitch. respectfully.
Respectfully.
Fredo
Always.
asked, and this can go for the opposite sex too. Would you date someone with a terrible diet?
Which I thought was a great question, by the way, because it's something that I never really think about. Like, you don't think about that as a what they call a red flag, as they say.
Right.
You never really put that into perspective. People don't be like diet. Like last time somebody said,
I don't think-
yeah, her hair, her nails, her diet. Like nobody ever lists that.
Cause I'm not gonna lie, like at least to me, it's not that big of a deal. Like
I
as
mean,
long
because your diet probably
Yeah,
trash.
I
my diet not the best, but it's not. I'm not out here
But
eating McDonald's every day either.
Yeah.
Eating McDonald's
Yeah.
every day, no water. You know those type of people that don't drink water.
Don't
Just
Miami
drink
say
straight
she don't drink
soda.
water? I'll still take that down. I mean, respectfully for me. Sorry about that. South.
For me, it might be a no, depending on how lenient, how willing she is to slowly but
I'm
surely.
talking about terrible diet, bro.
at-
What do you water? One of those, like look at you like you retarded.
Nah, I mean, if that's the case, if she's just like that stubborn and like being a bird about it, I'm not doing it.
I was gonna say if she has a bad diet, more than likely she's a bird.
And more than likely down there probably smell
And
crazy.
I love birds.
You love hoes, bro.
So like for me, I like that's why I don't think a diet is a big deal for me. Like,
Nah, it matters
as
because
long as you
when you get older, that shit hits you, bro.
definitely
It
add
hits
up.
you.
yo listen, man. I have this another thing I've noticed. It feel like the most unhealthiest people live the longest.
I don't know about all that.
I've seen
Filthy though.
Yeah, filthy living is bad. Honestly,
yo
diet.
like I said,
It's like it
niggas
don't
alive at 90 years old smoking cigarettes still. So
I
like
hate that.
how?
like it, the diet don't gotta be perfect because niggas don't eat perfect. But if it's
My thing is, you can't like you gotta be able to whip up something
like if
nice.
you don't like vegetables, like there's something
Like
wrong
yeah,
with
like you can't not
a
drink
psycho.
water, not like vegetables.
psycho.
You can't be super unhealthy like that. Like
Yeah.
you can't like have everything about you be like
fried.
like just fried and
Because there's
sugary.
people that deadass just eat pizza, burgers,
yeah,
nuggets.
like a college.
I know
diet.
somebody
A
like this,
college-
and he's mad skinny. Like you would think people like this are fat. No, like I know people that
his
literally,
insides is done up, stink.
Yeah,
They
bro.
stink.
It's still crazy. Like for me,
Stink.
I literally know somebody that all he
Tell
does
that
is
nigga to
eat
fall in the room
pizza
with you. He
and
gonna pass
the
out.
the little Debbie white donuts.
Nah,
You see, and that's not good living.
It's
Because
not.
that's where diabetes comes in and all this other stuff.
I
and,
wouldn't.
like,
I wouldn't.
and stuff you can pass
I'll
on.
tell you this. I'd rather date a shorty with a bad diet than one that smokes cigarettes.
Oh yeah.
That is a big flag for
Oh
me.
yeah, I definitely would.
The cigarettes is definitely a dog.
I take a shorty that drinks soda in the morning than someone
Yeah.
that smokes cigarettes, bro.
It's a big dog.
Oh, why you looking like that?
It's a big dog.
I can't say I agree.
Oh,
He's wildin'.
I can't say I agree.
Nicotine mouth.
Maybe because I like
That's
my
nasty.
father's always smoked cigarettes, so like I literally like how much people you see how people hate the smell of weed.
Yeah.
I really don't like the smell of cigarettes.
Yeah, I've never
And
been
I
around
tried.
somebody that smokes cigarettes
Cigarettes is
religiously.
disgusting.
So like I can't be. I've never experienced it. Say like, oh, I hate the smell, but like
The smell that give me a headache.
for like food, like I don't know, just a diet for me, just it's a turn off to me when like you really just be eating just nonsense. Like all I see you scarfing down is oily, greasy, sugary, fried. It just don't come off nasty to me. Like granted, cigarettes is nasty too. I just don't know
Cigarettes
which
is
for me is.
crazy.
I don't know which for me is the lesser of two evils.
Nah,
I can't make a
cigarettes
choice.
for me.
I'll take cigarettes.
I can't make it. I can't make the choice. I'm indifferent.
I hear you.
I'm
Hey.
definitely indifferent.
I guess, like I said, I never thought about it because I guess to me it's not a big deal. Shorty's diet. As long as you feel me, like I don't know what to say.
I mean, this is coming from a guy that doesn't eat much, like outside of his regular diet. So you know what I'm saying? I'm very particular about what I eat. So, hey, that might just be me.
Maybe.
But I wanted to end this on this. I feel like we're getting too old at this point. And maybe this is relationship Daniel coming out. This is probably what this is.
Oh man.
But I think we're getting too old.
losing them.
Nah, we're getting too old to not call things what they are. So like I feel like if you talking to a shorty and like you don't want her to do nothing with nobody else and she feels the same way about you, y'all can't say y'all are talking anymore. Like you can't be like, yo, we're just talking. Like we gotta call that like what
Nah,
it
you
is.
can.
Nah, you can't.
Just don't get caught.
nah,
That's what that tells me. For me,
Nah.
like we don't gotta go out. You can like I would never personally. To me that's dumb. When I in general, if a girl tells me like, oh, you don't fuck with nobody. For me, we not gonna go out. You just can't fuck with nobody. I'm gonna say okay, but I'm just not gonna get for me. Hypothetically,
It's hypothetical.
Nah,
hypothetically,
because for me it's just like what y'all? Because the thing is, I've been there and I've seen it. Whereas you have legit feelings for this woman. You feel a way if she goes to a party, she's with niggas. Like, you're gonna feel a way about certain things because you have feelings for this woman. So at this point, it's kind of, my thing is just kind of like, yo, like you might as well make it a thing. Because if you really gonna feel a way about her movements, you know what I'm saying. But then you might as well make it a thing, especially if it's been some time. It's been 6-7 months. You know what I'm saying?
6-7 months talking is crazy.
Talking is crazy. I've done longer than that, so I feel crazy. I feel crazy. Now I think back on it, like,
I
yo,
feel like you should talk to shorty as long as till you.
That's what I'm saying.
For me, I want to get trapped, so I want it to be like, for me, I want to
want
drag
to
this
get
out
trapped.
as long as possible.
Yeah, he's crazy, bro.
Because I have a lot of love to spread. I have a lot of love to spread.
Ray do want to give out some.
I really have a lot of love to spread. Like, for me,
Yo.
I can't bottle it all up for one
Fine.
person.
You might could.
You dead might, bro.
Yeah,
you
but
ain't meet her yet.
like I say, like, yo, I always say, man,
Oh man.
I meet a shorty, she look good, we vibe, it's cool. Who's to say 2 weeks, the next day, a year from now, I'm gonna meet a shorty that give me a whole other vibe I fuck with. Feel me? I cannot not say that's not gonna happen.
I mean, as young
and
people,
I don't want to be trapped in and be like, yo, like, for me, I got a whole situation over here, but I'm curious.
As young people, we get to have that, you know, that feeling. But I feel like as we come of age, your habits follow you. And
What
like,
is this age?
This is the age of kind of trying to figure some shit out. Like, granted, we still could play around.
I was gonna say, yeah,
We
like,
can
not right now, right?
But this is definitely still, you got to start having conversations with yourself. Like, all right, like, I'm 25. I mean, she's kind of wavy. Should I see where this goes? You know what I'm saying?
That's 30.
I feel like
that's 30. Like,
nah, because like I said, if I was,
I'm talking about like 30. Like,
My
that's when
thing
you're
is
supposed
this.
to like start like trying to build with somebody.
Girlfriend?
Yeah,
That's
for
OD,
me,
bro.
That's on you.
That's
a
OD.
serious relationship.
That's OD. Because my thing is, at 30, I'm trying to, like, if I were to have kids, I don't really want kids, but if I were to have kids, I would want to be having kids before then.
All you said is that you just be honest about what things are. So that's
Well, I mean,
be honest about
I was gonna say that's my policy. Niggas know me. Honestly, my best policy because I'm a bad liar. So I'm gonna keep it a band with you. I'll let them know, but I'm not me personally. I'm not the type. I would never tell a shorty unless I'm cuffing. I would never tell a shorty, we could talk, but you can't talk to other niggas. For me, but I don't want you to be my girl. But you can't talk to nobody.
Because my thing is, once
That's stupid.
you gonna feel away, bro.
I feel like that's stupid, and the niggas that do that, it's not even like a childish thing. That's just a whole power dynamic thing that they gotta figure out on their own.
Right.
For me, that's not a childish thing at all.
But I mean, my main point was just we gotta call. I'm just saying we gotta start calling things like what it is. If you 6-7 months in, y'all hanging out on a regular, like, you going over there and y'all not even doing nothing. Y'all not even fucking. Y'all just going over there to chill and stuff like that. Like, y'all are dating, bro. At that point, y'all talking. You can't even call it talking. Y'all are dating at that point. Y'all might not be in a relationship.
I was gonna say you could date. There's a difference between dating and exclusively dating.
But y'all probably at that point exclusively dating. From
Well,
what I
so you gotta figure that out. We gotta
From
figure
what I
that out.
described. Because
We gotta
these
figure
days
that out.
nobody really just dates around like that. No, like, not people do, but like people aren't going like, oh yeah, I'm going to date with this guy tomorrow and then another guy. Like, people aren't really doing that. It's like most of I'm talking to you, then like we're seeing where this goes individually between us.
Now you dead be surprised.
No, you right.
You'd be surprised, but I don't want to drag that out. We've been here long enough. That's been episode 18 of the Lunchroom podcast. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, and lastly, throw this in there. We're gonna be doing an event. Details are coming soon.
Pending.
8-8 on the hill.
But just know August 8th.
8-8 on the hill.
And that's a wrap. Dude.